Kompetisi dan pameran fotografi DKI Jakarta diadakan kembali dengan tema Jakarta Baru. Total hadiah ratusan juta rupiah. Unggah foto-fotomu ke colorofjakarta.jakarta.go.id. Batas waktu pengiriman sampai dengan 31 Mei 2014. Info dan pendaftaran kunjungi www.jakarta.go.id.
Jaga kebersihan.
Hari gini buang sampah sembarangan. Udah tahu sampah biang masalah, buang sampah pada tempatnya lah.
Iya ya, kalau bukan kita siapa lagi? Ayo kita buat Jakarta jadi bersih.
Inaugurating that as the welcoming to Jakarta City Hall, the Austrian Federal Minister for Transport, Innovation and Technology, and the Austrian Business Delegates in Jakarta, 6th of May 2014. I would like to introduce you all as the delegates to have a seat, please, as a round of attendance that we have prepared. Thank you.
Halo, 1, 2, 3, cek 1, 2, 2, 0.
Halo, cukup lagi dong, kurang. Halo, 1, 2.
Nawa, apa kabar?
Okay, for the letter coming, I have another meeting when I arrive in the office. This delegation, so he apologized, could not make it. That's why he has many over the meeting to me. And of Indonesia University. He also helped us as a deputy governor. And we have a right to appoint 4 deputy governors. Professor Spanto is one of our deputy governors. Maybe no vice governor, but only deputy governor. That's why people like to call me as the deputy governor. I am a vice governor. He is a deputy governor. That's confusing. Yeah, in Jakarta governor, we need 50% plus one, but not again earlier, but special for Jakarta, we need 50% popular vote plus one. And Jakarta also we appoint. Now another province, they have a region, direct elected by people, they have their own local parliament, they have sub-district head, also direct election, but only Jakarta. This become G2G or financing, we need the central government. And that's why we established our local company. When we want to do business with another country, we don't use a G2G, but what we use is a B2B. So you just appoint what's your company interest, we have what interest, so we use our local company to do B2B cooperation. That's more easy for us. We just give them capital to do this business. We use our budget, very headache, have to pass from the parliament and everything like that. This government is Pak Heru. Pak Heru is our mayor in North Jakarta, but he also is our acting as governor and vice governor. Apa biasanya? Biro. Like him so much, there's a two job. Let him go.
Thank you very much.
Still 60% here. That's why we're very happy. We know we found like Professor Tanto, Catur. Pak Catur is our, how to say? Investment board. Investment board.
Herzlichen Dank, Herr Friedrich. Gut verstehen, dass der Herr Gouverneur aufgrund des Wahlkampfs zeitlich hier auch eingeschränkt ist. Das ist bei uns in Österreich auch so der Fall.
Introductory remarks. Well, I can understand because of the election and all the activities you mentioned, the governor is restricted in terms of his schedule, but this holds true for Austria as well. So when something is going on at the electional level, the people are always very busy.
Ich bin vor 3 Tagen mit einer österreichischen Delegation nach Jakarta gekommen, einer Wirtschaftsdelegation, um die österreich-indonesischen Beziehungen und Kooperationen zu vertiefen. Österreich ist ein kleines Land inmitten Europas und gehört aber zu einem der reichsten Länder Europas. Und das ist auch darauf zurückzuführen, dass Österreich im Bereich der Infrastruktur immer auf der Höhe der Zeit ist.
But as you might know, Austria is a small country located at the heart of Europe. And Austria is at the same time one of the richest countries in Europe. And one of the reasons why Austria enjoys this very good position is that we have cutting edge and most modern updated infrastructure. And by developing appropriate infrastructure solutions, we try to find answers to the major challenges of today, for instance, climate change and CO2 emissions.
Die können Know-how und technische Lösungen präsentieren, die auch auf die Herausforderungen von wachsenden Städten
The representatives of the companies which have accompanied me on this trip have outstanding know-how and also provide technical solutions for the major challenges that are facing today's large cities.
Und ich konnte gestern 3 Minister auch treffen, den Minister für Verkehr, den Minister für Energie und die Staatsministerin von Papenas. Und wir konnten auch bilaterale Abkommen schließen, um in Zukunft dann das auch in konkrete Projekten umzusetzen.
Yesterday, I had the opportunity to meet 3 ministers, the Minister for Transport, then the Minister for Energy, and the State Minister from Baphinas. And we also signed bilateral agreements in order to have a sound basis for future cooperation and for putting the content of these agreements into practice by way of projects.
Haben werden, dass unsere Unternehmen mit Mitarbeitern der Stadtverwaltung einen Überblick über diese technischen Lösungen geben können. Es geht um die ganze Frage der Energieversorgung, um die Infrastruktur in einer Stadt, aber auch natürlich um Fragen der Luftverschmutzung, des Energieverbrauchs insgesamt. Und es wird ja dazu jetzt Gespräche geben und wie gesagt, ich hoffe, dass sich daraus viele positive Kooperationen ergeben im beiderseitigen Nutzen.
Opportunity to discuss with the competent people from your municipality and administration, because we can provide substantial technical solutions in the field of energy supply, infrastructure solutions for large cities, opportunities to combat air pollutions, and also to enhance and improve the consumption of energy. Well, in the forthcoming discussions, I'm sure that we will address those issues, and I hope that this will create the basis for positive cooperation to our mutual benefit. And now I would like to ask my assistant, Mrs. Karipova.
His Excellency Ambassador Andreas Karadzic, Vice President of the Economic Chamber of Austria. I also introduce Mr. Hannes Andrusch, who is a former Vice Chancellor of Austria and now is the President of the Council for Research and Technology Development in Austria. Herbert Kasser, he is the Secretary General.
Excuse me, I think they could stop. The delegation want to go to the airport later.
So let me lead the meeting in the other room so they can discuss it right
Technical directly. So they could find out which company is they could cooperate with us. So we directly. Sometimes I like to talk to Excellency Ambassador. If we G2G just talk, no action.
No action.
If this company to the company is more faster, no action.
Also most of them are foreign organizations.
Thank you. Sorry. You want to join the meeting?
Sorry?
We need to join the meeting?
I think for some time, right? Join the meeting. Er möchte, dass wir übergehen.
The flight, that's why they asked to start.
So may I just continue? Who is the Vice Secretary General of the Federation of Austrian Industries, and also Mr. Gernot Grimm, who is the head of our Technology Transfer Department at the Ministry, and last but not least, Brigitte Bach, who is head of Energy Department of the Austrian Institute of Technology.
Gemeinsam zu dem Forum gehen. Ich habe jetzt den Vizepräsidenten der Wirtschaftskammer ersucht, das auch zu machen. Wenn Sie wollen, können wir dann entweder noch gemeinsam hingehen oder bitte? Oder die Sitzung hier, das Gespräch hier fortsetzen.
Vice Governor, so from what that we jointly go to the forum, but I now send the Vice President of the Austrian Chamber of Commerce to the forum, and if you wish, we can all jointly go to the forum, or we can stay here and discuss on a bilateral basis. What would you like?
You join. It's not my hurry, but very easy.
For the future.
Would you please turn? Moment.
Oh.
Sorry, my
This way. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, Mr. This is Ahmed from Jakarta, special.
Thank you very much. It's very nice. Thank you.
Once again, please. Thank you.
We need box, we need box. With the box.
Yeah.
Put in the box.
Das ist noch ein kleines Present für Sie.
This is a small present for you.
And this is for the governor. Kannst du das
If I may explain, we heard that he likes rock music.
Yeah.
Yes, this is rock music for the governor.
This is rock music, but played by Austrian Symphonic Orchestra.
Oh,
so it should be
but
it's
this is
special.
rock. This is rock. Thank you very much.
Jo. Danke, Hannes. Wir singen von mir.
This is for colonial, Dutch colonial music.
Kita sama protokol gambar.
Well, if you look at the problems, becomes your minister and
Thank you, Mr. Sutanto. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Jakarta Vice Governor, Mr. Basuki Cahayapurnama. Come along with Her Excellency, Ms. Doris Bures, the Ministry of Exterior.
so if you're interested in doing business, probably you have to consider these three problems that may help us to solve. Okay. Well, then the question is how? Yeah, because we want to have a new Jakarta vision, and the new governor, I think, has some principle in his work that preparing all the real action rather than sound planning alone. Because sound planning doesn't mean a lot unless you do something. So to achieve actually a sort of livable city of Jakarta. Okay. So if you're looking at the target by the year of 2030, if we are aiming at some point, say that probably we have to limit the population no more longer growing, global growing population, or we have to stop at least here, 7 to 8% per year. Green open space has to reach like 30%, this is by law. And then also the water-body ratio of 5%. Decreasing 30 degrees of greenhouse gas emission, this is our nation and world as well. And 60% trips of using public transport. If you look at the figure right now, this figure is upside down. I mean, now there are more people are using their own automobiles rather than using public transport. So we have to turn around this number. So we have also the road average speed of minimum 35 km/h. This is the target of us, and the road ratio is still quite low. Right now it's about 6.4. We are aiming to reach about 10% of the ratio of road development in the coming years. We are aiming also to achieve the local housing for more people in the coming years. solid waste and wastewater management, green building, plant management, as well as developing the North Jakarta area, because we are sustaining a kind of environmentally friendly big development there, the so-called giant schools. These are the existing that we have. By now we have BRT, because of the transit. We are planning. And also the construction is carried by Obon government, because this is a kind of public services. And then we are currently having more than 95% buses using sustainable burning energy. I'm not saying this have to be a guess or something, but we mentioned it is in the law that it has to be a kind of environmentally friendly energy. Next. These are the MRT. By now we are at the phase of constructing the MRT called Sorong. This will be about 15.7 kilometers in length, but it's going to be continue for the next phase, that is phase 2, which is some additional 8.1 kilometers. Those are the networks that are going to be developed by our government with the support of foreign loan. Those are the Japanese soft loan. And we are going to finish this in 2018 for phase 1, and following this, I think 2020 or 2022 will be finished for the phase 2. So we are carrying more than, I think, 400,000 passengers per hour per direction. So we are going to have the theory of transit or well, unless you can move the people coming closer to the MRT system itself. So we are going to develop, I think, some of the stations globally. So there will be a massive development of infrastructures and facilities around the stations. Okay, it's one of the aim of our target in 2030. So we are going to combine the subsidized apartment and also the traditional market, because due to the limited space of Jakarta, we don't have much space. We said we are regulation or law by central government that we have to have the open space by 30%. So we can imagine that to capture people living in Jakarta in 2030, like we said, this has to be like 25 million people. I don't have everything else under the same buildings. So let's move. These are one of the other targets that we have to be able also to dissolve the not merely the environmental problem, but also the energy in a way that we are going to have sort of solid waste management and also the wastewater management. Tackle down this problem. So we need actually not only the ITF, the intermediate treatment facilities, we also have to have the final treatment. This has, by now we have in the outskirts, but these 3 ITF, the intermediate treatment, has to be located in Jakarta. So we have a plan in all master plan at least 3 ITF in the 3 different regions in various regions. And then also the wastewater, we have currently only about 4% of Jakarta's urban sewage systems. This is a problem too, because you may have to increase this capacity unless you are not dealing with environmentally friendly city. So you have to be able to clean up the water before you dispose this. So in a way that we are going to keep up with the provision of the clean water. Because one of the big problems in Jakarta is the land subsidence, and those land subsidence happen because of the extensive exploitation of people living in Jakarta by exploiting the groundwater. Okay? To create the green building, and to that point, I think the governor has already sort of lesson given to people that we make our own building and we convert into the green building. So if you're looking at the higher building beside this building, you will see that we have been doing sort of retrofitting the building into the green building. Using the spatial electronic appliances for the lamps, like LED and everything else. Treatment and so reuse the dirty water into some of the used for river bridging for the normalization because Jakarta has, I think, about 13 rivers to handle the cost. So they have to normalize because I believe this is already more handling floodings by constructing infiltration well. So the new government also have some decree for this. Yeah? So we expect that by these two approaches we could reduce the flooding by say 30%. Okay. Land subsidies unless we could provide the clean water to people. So to that extent, there are some other efforts to create or to provide clean water by developing the sea dikes, what is so-called the giant sea walls. So we expect that the giant sea walls will be the northern part of these northern towards the sea that develop sort of a big dam. In between of this dam and the hinterland, we would have a big pond that would receive the water during the wet season coming in from these 13 rivers. So in that way, we may provide somehow the clean water. We can also do sort of land reclamation to create more space for people living in Jakarta, because finding in the hinterland is quite difficult. So we will create by having some land reclamation. And in a way, along the seashore, we could also develop some road networking infrastructures. So with one of this big development, we could cover some problems of the flooding, creating clean water as well as transportation. Okay, this is the area we are expecting to have, because the reclamation is not only for the giant sea walls, but also there are, I believe, some islands, new islands that we are going to have. The so-called new reclaimed land, which is having an area of about 5,000 hectares. And also the National Capital Integrated Coastal Defense, the NCICD, probably has the giant sea wall. It has to be developed. So our approach to this development is actually the cooperation between the government and also the private sectors. So it's a kind of a triple P approach. Okay. So these are the aim for this new reclaimed area. So the basic principles actually is to have the eco-city development, waterfront, of course, and also the self-sufficient. It has to be resilient, and also zero waste, green infrastructure, green design, as well as green building. Agency for planning, we know very well about this. So we aim for this development in the very near future. Okay. So if you're looking at this picture, I think the gray is showing you the islands that we are saying that's about 5,000 hectares of development in new islands. But the bird shape or the eagle shape island, another island towards the sea, is indeed the so-called NCIC, the giant sea walls. This is having more another reclaimed area of about 3,000 hectares. So these are the big challenges for us, and probably we have been looking from my short explanation on the brief insight of Jakarta. You might be looking at some opportunities to support us in how we could reach our 2030 development in the very near future. Okay, and have some discussion with our staff, which is already around the table. So please feel free to discuss. Before that, I will leave this to the governor first.
Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Professor Dr. Sutanto Suhodo. Ladies and gentlemen, please give applause for the presentation about our Jakarta's. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Jakarta City.
Sutanto is a professor as transportation in University of Indonesia, but he also appointed as our deputy governor of Jakarta. We want to say Jakarta is the different capital. I am a vice governor, not the deputy governor. Governor and vice governor. acted directly by the people. We need popular vote 50% plus one, like the president. Another province only need 30% popular vote. And we have a right to appoint, according to law, 4 deputy governors. Professor Stanley is one of the deputy governors. So today, maybe it's little bit unusual to have a meeting table like this, but we really want, I like to talk to Excellency Ambassador. When the government talking, or the ambassador as a politician talking, they never have an accomplishment, just talking, no ending. That's why today, after you have a long trip from Australia to Jakarta, we want everything will be changed into action. We need, this is a business to business. So we sense many departments. We have also our enterprise. Thank you for Stanley already made a presentation. So with heart, your company could get involved in Jakarta. We are really welcome to Jakarta. And we want business to business more easy to do everything accomplished. When we talk use us, we need a budget. We have many laws, like a consultation fee. If more than $5,000 a year, we need bidding process. This is very heavy. Just $5,000. But if you B2B with a company, no matter how much you need, you could directly do it. And we will give a special treatment to our company too. That's why we hope, like a Sweden company, a CAPS company, when they come to the ambassador, so they could directly make a joint with our company. We get involved in the electronic road pricing business, ERP, and they will stamp the model maybe in this July. We will start. Like we talk about the wastewater management, when we get from JCA, we need to accomplish all this wastewater management until 2040. I said, how come? How long? 2040. We get in this office for 10 years. I hope with the good cooperation with the business to business, we could accomplish in 10 years under construction. Maybe we could look at this happen in 15 years. They said, could not. I said, could. You know why? Because we don't need to learn the failure of the European company again. We just do a deep frog. We don't need just to follow. Like we're talking about the wastewater management. They fight in many parts of the section. 13 section, but a 14 job. How come? You could directly, because now maybe that time you don't have a good machine to make a dark thing, big tunnel, different. So you fight in the 14th job. I need maybe only 3 big tunnel from the south to the north. You could accomplish in 10 years when you use this new technology. And it's different when the first time you do wastewater management 30 years ago, 40 years ago, very different with today. Now we believe Australian delegate could help Jakarta government to make this Jakarta become a new Jakarta. That's what the Mr. Governor dreamed. And we don't know what happened in this year. Maybe our governor will be the president. We just hope. We don't know. And the problem is for me, who will be president is better. The cross competitor for Mr. Governor is my boss in my party, Mr. Prabowo. So for me, who will be a president is better, because in Jakarta, certain big people is controlled by the central government. Now we need to transfer from the central government to the province government. And again, we thank you for coming, or the Australian delegate, and we hope you will enjoy this meeting, and we could have a cooperation, business-to-business cooperation, to help solve many problems in Jakarta. We know many problems, we already know, but now we need this execution to make this accomplished and new Jakarta could be happening. Thank you very much.
Thank you for Next, we will have a speech from the Austrian Federal Minister for Transport, Innovation and Technology, Her Excellency Ms. Doris Gures.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, Herr Vizegouverneur, Herr stellvertretender Gouverneur, herzlichen Dank für die Präsentation und herzlichen Dank auch für die Möglichkeit des direkten Austauschs der österreichischen Unternehmen mit
Vice Governor, Deputy Governor, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you very much, Governor and Vice Governor, for the presentation and for the opportunities we have for Austrian companies to engage in direct discussions and direct exchange between Austrian companies and the staff of your municipality. Thank you very much.
Ich konnte ja einen Teil der Präsentation jetzt auch noch sehen und eigentlich zeigt sich, dass vor dieser globalen Herausforderung, vor der wir alle stehen, nämlich dass es weltweit eine immer stärkere Urbanisierung gibt und damit auch Problemstellungen für die Städte, dass in allen Ländern sich ähnlich gestaltet. Es geht darum, bei wachsenden Städten technische Lösungen zu finden und sozial intelligente Städte in Zukunft auch vorzufinden.
Issues relating to cities, we see similarities all around the globe.
Und Sie haben es in der Präsentation ja auch angeschnitten, dass in diese rasche Urbanisierung viele Erfordernisse stellt, einen enormen Wohnraumbedarf, viele aber auch andere Herausforderungen wie Staus, Luftverschmutzung, hoher Energiebedarf. Und deshalb investiert Österreich zum Beispiel vor allem in Technologien, die als Rückgrat für städtische Entwicklung und für hohe Lebensqualität in den Städten sorgen. Viele der Themen wurden angeschnitten, von der funktionierenden Müllentsorgung über intelligente Stromnetze, Gebäudetechnologien, Wasserversorgung, nur auf einige der Beispiele und Herausforderungen hinzuweisen.
In your presentation, you addressed the topic of urbanization. So what is required is housing, then we need to tackle the challenges relating to congestions, then energy requirements, then another issue is air pollution. And for this reason, Austria invests in technologies which create the backbone for promoting sustainable urban development and for enhancing quality of life. You, for instance, have addressed issues like waste disposals, intelligent energy grids, green buildings, and water management, which are of key importance also for Austria. We covered with you how it is.
In Zukunft wird es allerdings noch verstärkt darum gehen, nicht diese einzelnen Technologien zu sehen, sondern sie auf intelligente Weise gemeinsam zu planen, miteinander zu verbinden. Ein Stichwort dabei ist Smart Cities. Auch hier haben österreichische Unternehmen ein ganz großes Know-how.
In many of these areas, Austrian companies already enjoy technological leadership positions, and in the future the goal is not only to focus on some isolated technologies but on smart combination of such technologies, for instance smart cities. And Austrian companies have a lot of expertise and know-how to offer as regards that.
Und Herr Vizegouverneur, das ist der Grund unseres Besuchs in dieser großen Wirtschaftsdelegation, dass wir die Gelegenheit nutzen wollen, uns hier auszutauschen, auch darüber zu informieren, was österreichische Technologieunternehmen in diesem Bereich auch anzubieten haben. Und erlauben Sie mir abschließend auch zu sagen, dass wir den Gouverneur alles Gute für die Fall auch wünschen, dass wir natürlich verstehen, dass in Wahlzeiten das mit dem Terminkalender sich immer ganz besonders schwierig gestaltet, aber wir wünschen ihm alles Gute und in Folge wünsche ich Ihnen dann auch alles Gute, weil das natürlich bedeuten würde, dass Sie vom Vizegouverneur zum Gouverneur werden. Und daher ist auch ein guter Beginn der Vertiefung der Gespräche und der Kooperationen mit der Stadt Jakarta bedeutet und eine große Freude, dass Sie mit uns heute dieses Forum eröffnen.
Vice Governor, what I've mentioned, these are the reasons for the fact that I am accompanied by such a large business delegation, because we really want to promote exchange of experience, and we want to promote this sharing of know-how and exchange of information on what Austrian companies have to offer, and I can assure you, Austrian companies really have a lot to offer as regards that. Well, and in concluding, let me mention that I wish the current governor much success for the forthcoming presidential election campaign. And we all know that during campaign times, schedules are always very tight, but we wish him every success for the campaign. And we would also like to wish you all the best, because, I mean, now that you are Vice Governor, we assume that probably you might become Governor later on. And so we believe that this is a good start for mutual cooperation, and we really look forward to further cooperating with Jakarta, and thank you very much for welcoming us so kindly.
Thank you for So we'll have some discussion talking about the disaster management, transportation, and the ways of management. Please, sir. I would like to invite you all to have some release in front of you.
Kepleset. Waduh. Gimana Pak? Bahan badan.
Gimana Pak?
Tapi nggak apa-apa.
Sempat
ke dokter Pak. udah aman pulangnya oke.
Bagaimana Pak persiapan? Sakit itu sekarang. Bagaimana persiapan menjadi PLT Gubernur Pak? Sebentar lagi Pak. Ada bocoran nggak sih Pak Jokowi cuti, nonaktif atau mundur dari?
Kalau PP-nya itu harus cuti. Ya, cuti nggak bisa sepotong-sepotong, masih panjang. Nah, kalau dia bilang biasa aja ya, kayak biasa aja kerja kayak gitu ya. Nggak bisa telepon. Sama aja ya, paling bedanya cuma tidak pagi-pagi ketemu di sini kan.
Oh, jadi Pak Jokowi nggak mundur ya Pak ya? Cuti Pak ya?
Kalau mundur kan mesti minta izin DPRD. Gitu.
Kalau cuti siap melaksanakan tugasnya?
Ya biasa aja beliau selama cuti kan udah.
Dapat kewenangan untuk komunikasi nggak Pak?
Kalau PLT ya bisa.
Jadi bisa Pak? Ada rencana mau mutasi Pak?
Ya ada mutasi lah nanti hasil.
Ada keputusan strategis yang tidak boleh dibuat nggak Pak oleh Pak Ahok nanti selama masa?
Kalau oleh dari PP-nya itu keputusan strategis dan non strategis itu bisa. Makanya presiden yang kasih. Kalau beliau presiden sesuai PP mau cuti ini panjang. Nah, nanti dia mendelegasikan tugas yang strategis dan non strategis kepada Wagub. Jadi presiden membalas surat seperti itu. PP-nya mengatur seperti itu.
Berapa lama Pak?
Saya nggak tahu. Pasti sampai penetapan calon. Saya nggak tahu. Kalau dari beberapa orang Pak Jokowi sih pasti setelah itu beliau akan mengundurkan diri.
Sudah diajukan Pak?
Sudah ajukan ke presiden.
Jadi PLT Bapak kapan Pak? Kapan Pak?
Cuti kemudian diri mesti ke DPRD buat ke presiden.
Mulai kapan?
Saya nggak tahu pendaftaran kali ini. Pendaftaran.
Sampai ditetapkan sebagai presiden terpilih gitu Pak? Kalau harus mundur?
Iya. Sampai seribu.
Bapak akan ngatur di lantai 2 atau pindah ke bawah?
Nggak tahu, kita nggak tahu.
Pertemuan tadi Pak, ini mulai jadi PLT-nya mulai dari tanggal berapa nih Pak?
Tunggu surat presiden. Tunggu surat presiden dulu.
Kira-kira diizinin nggak sih Pak Pak SBY Pak?
Masih izin lah, entah. Ya, kalau DPRD sih nggak ada hubungan, kalau nggak mundur nggak ada hubungan. Yang DPRD hubungan kalau beliau ngajukan mundur. Makanya beliau tidak menempuh untuk ngajukan mundur, tapi di DPRD agak lama nanti. Pertemuan tadi kan inti gini, kita kan ingin belajar dari negara-negara Eropa. Kalau kita lihat negara-negara Eropa kan sungainya bersih semua, udaranya bersih semua. Mereka kan pernah mengalami masa industrialisasi dulu yang jorok di mana-mana sama. Cuma kan dia butuh waktu lebih banyak belajar dari kesalahan-kesalahan. Nah, dengan kerjasama seperti ini, kita harapkan kesalahan-kesalahan dia yang lama itu kita jangan tempuh lagi, kita langsung loncat saja. Jadi saya juga bilang, kalau kita cuma ngomong-ngomong sama menterinya, sama dubesnya, orang politik mau ngomong doang, selesai nanti kan. Lebih baik langsung rapat teknis saja gitu. Langsung rapat teknis, ketemu dengan BUMD kita, ketemu dengan SKPD kita, langsung bidang mana dia bisa bantu, gimana cara pembiayanya, gimana joinnya langsung kita lakukan. Yang penting bagi kita, ini satu kesempatan terbuka kan, semua negara mau bantu, ya kita adu saja siapa yang berikan yang terbaik gitu. Ada Norwegia, ada Swedia, ada Denmark, ada Austria, macam-macam. Sampai negara-negara Eropa Timur juga banyak yang mau masuk, ya silakan saja. Nah, produk-produk Anda, macam-macam produk Anda. Ya, silakan daftarkan saja dari perusahaan lokal, daftarkan ke RKPP, katalog, ya kita beli. Yang bagus.
Dengan Australia kerjasamanya konsultasi doang atau apa aja?
Bisa macam-macam, bisa masuk ke bisnis juga. Kita paling butuhkan pengolahan air limbah sebetulnya. Pengolahan sampah, pengolahan air limbah. Jadi kalau kita menurut kajian JK kan dibagi 14 zona, terlalu lama. Teknologi baru langsung bikin terowongan. Mungkin dulu bikin terowongan tunnel kan masih mahal, masih nggak ada mesin menjangkau. Sekarang udah ada. Kalau udah ada, buat apa kamu bagi zona-zona kecil? Dulu bagi zona-zona kecil kan supaya lebih murah, jadinya lebih kecil, lebih gampang. Kalau sekarang mungkin hanya 2 tunnel besar saja di Jakarta, dari selatan ke utara udah bisa mengatasi semua pengolahan air limbahnya.
Untuk kerjasama untuk banjiran atau
macam-macam. Yang kan banjir juga ada dari Belanda juga. Jadi kita kombinasi nih. Kita tawarin kepada mereka, kamu mau bisnis apa aja silakan. Kita bicara bisnis saja. Kita bisa bantu. Kayak Bank Dunia juga sama. Bank Dunia mungkin bisa menghabiskan 2-3 juta dolar buat bantu kita analisa macam-macam. Nah, kayak sekarang misalnya soal KJP. Saya sudah tahu nih KJP kenapa bermasalah. Kenapa 40% orang tidak sekolah. Karena KJP kita nilainya nggak cukup. Ya orang miskin kalau dia butuh 800.000 sebulan, Anda kasih dia 280.000, tetap dia nggak bisa sekolah karena dia nggak ada uang nombok. Nah, bisa tahu datanya dia siapa, kan bukan ngira-ngira. Nah, ada kajiannya. Nah, Bank Dunia bantu kita kajian.
Itu belum ada deal ya Pak?
Apa?
Belum ada deal?
Ya itu biasa, tawar-menawar aja. Jadi dia urusan itu. Panel bukan kajian. Di Eropa rata-rata udah sama, kita udah punya datanya. Nah, sekarang siapa yang mau kerjain? Daripada swasta join, atau kita keluarkan uang. Seperti itu. Kita pengennya sih pakai teknik yang baru, nggak dibagi 14 zona lagi, langsung aja dari selatan ke utara.
Apa penemuan daging goreng, daging babi di pasar Jakarta Barat?
Tidak pernah kejadian itu kan, tapi itu terus cek aja udah.
Ada instruksi nggak Pak untuk, ada kan kemungkinan menyebarkan itu lain? Ada instruksi untuk
Nah, kita mesti tegas saja kalau ada yang mencurigai, lapor, kita tangkap, maksudnya bantuan masyarakat dibutuhkan. Karena permainan oknum-oknum yang main kan terlalu banyak. Pedagang yang main terlalu banyak.
Kontrolnya lemah atau gimana sih Pak? Kontrolnya lemah.
Kejadian dulu, pernah kejadian gitu kan.
Dari dinas sendiri Pak gimana Pak?
Bukan kontrol lemah. Itu orang mau masukin, kamu mana lihat itu. Kalau depannya dipasang kambing, sapi, dagingnya dia tukar itu. Nah, kita mesti cek itu saja. Masih ada sanksi.
Oh, cara ngebedain apa daging celeng sama daging sapi enak apa nih?
Aku nggak tahu, tapi kalau ada tukang masak nih, teman saya ngomong begini, tau nggak? Kalau kamu masaknya masih salah, masaknya salah nih, salah bumbu, salah macam-macam, dan masih enak, itu masih celeng. Kalau yang lain terlalu mateng, terlalu kurang mateng masih nggak enak. Kalau yang bumbu kurang masih enak, kata teman saya. Tapi kalau masih salah semua masih enak, masih celeng.
Kalau partner Bapak sih